welcome to Elite Personal Fit. Today our workout is a body shaping class and we're going to focus on chest, back, triceps. If you haven't seen these videos in the past, well, welcome. And we have Logan with us, my son-in-law. He's going to go through the hard stuff. My name's Jim. I'll kind of talk through this routine and hopefully help you get a little better workout so you can really focus on the muscles we're trying to target here. If you have weights, we always encourage you to use those. If you don't have weights, you can still get a great workout at home with just a few basic items. And real quick, let me run over those, Logan. We're going to start with an ab mat. If you have an ab mat, our first circuit is very core centered, so you may want a mat on the floor just for some added comfort. Again, it's not a requirement by any means, but it does make the exercises a little more comfortable. All right. Second thing you'll need, if you don't have weights, we're going to use gallon jugs. We're going to use them kind of like dumbbells. Okay, so you'll want two. Now, guys, I'm going to say 2 to 6 or so, because we can also use these like plates on a bar. Okay, so we have one exercise today, and again, it's completely optional, where we're going to use a broomstick. Okay, and if you don't have a broomstick, it's no problem, guys. Just hold gallon jugs in your hand. If you want more weight, if you need more resistance, especially like a bent over row, we're kind of putting this bent over row towards the end of the circuit, okay? It's one of the last exercises, so we're trying to pre-exhaust that back so you don't need as much weight. But you can use a broomstick and they slide right on there. This is a push broom that we took the broom off and it slides right through the handles of gallon jugs. So kind of your homemade barbell set. You'll need a chair also for a few exercises as we go through today, all right? The last item that you may need, we have an optional backpack, and I've got a dumbbell in mind. You could use old weight plates, dumbbells, kettlebells that maybe you're not using today. Maybe like a small set off to the side, you can kind of stack those in there. Or books, paper, multiple gallon jugs. So again, the idea, kind of like the broomstick, is get the weight a little more challenging for these exercises. And we'll be using our backpack, which again, you could use just gallon jugs, but one-arm rows and overhead tricep extensions. I think those are the two we're going to use that for. So gather those items, and we're going to get started. Yep. We're going to start on the floor. I'm going to put the first circuit up here, guys. The first circuit, and we like to do this, guys, it's kind of like a warm-up, okay? And this circuit's going to focus on the core, but also kind of get the back and the shoulders and the chest warmed up for the work that's coming up. So we're going to start with something. I don't know if we've done, I guess, a version of this before somewhat. We're going to do a pullover and a crunch. So we're going to lay down, we're going to get a pullover, really try to get that back so the elbows are slightly bent to the outside. A pullover, and then we're going to crunch just straight up, okay? Around 15 to 20 of these, all right? Oh, yeah. There we go. You want to set that off to the side here, man? Yeah. Oh, and here we go, buddy. All right. Yeah, you're on the real McCoy today. That wasn't your yeah.
Yeah. All right, so start here.
So what we'll start, you guys. Man, that thing is really dripping on you. So guys, with this, I'm glad Logan has it. Guys, elbows are just kind of soft to the outside, so Logan's elbows are soft. We're just gonna bring these jugs, body stays flat. We're gonna bring jugs over the head. Now focus on the back and pull them just to the straight up position. And now we're gonna roll the shoulders up. Perfect. That's it. And guys, listen, don't worry. Logan's going pretty high. Don't worry how high you go, as long as your shoulder blades come up. So if you can do a little more of a reach up, that's fine, or just a crunch, bring those shoulder blades off the mat. All right. So we're really just trying to engage the core, get the back moving, get some rotation movement with the shoulders. So you're kind of doing that pullover to kind of stretch everything out. So again, just kind of like a functional warm up, dynamic warm up. And I say dynamic, you're moving your arms. Really not moving around a lot, but it still has that dynamic to it with the pullover and crunch up. Great job, Logan. Guys, the next one, we're going to roll over on a side. And we're just going to do a low side plank, and we're going to dip. Guys, a couple ways to do these, okay? So you can do them from your knees. If you have a real hard time with these side planks, you can have your knee in contact with the floor, okay? Otherwise, you're up on your feet, and your feet, they can either be stacked on top of each other, Or if you need more balance, you can stagger them, or your front leg goes forward. So you've got a couple different options here, okay, based on that. Once you get in your low plank, we're gonna get about 15 dips. Your hand can also make a couple positions, okay? Looks like Logan, hand on the hip, that's a pretty common stuff. Or you can raise the hand up in the air while you do your dips, okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to stay nice and straight. So when I look at Logan down the side here, we don't want big bends in the body, okay? So we want the body nice and straight. Logan's gonna plank up, and then we're just gonna dip straight down and drive up. And you're gonna feel this side that's facing the floor. That's kind of that's where the emphasis of work here, all right? Great job, Logan, good. Around 15, okay? Great job. And he's just down and up, it's nice straight. And if you look down this way, guys, when I look down him, he's nice and straight with the mat, so there's not big bends in the body, okay? Nice job, nice. If you're at home, you can just maybe roll over, although you won't be able to see the screen, so maybe you'll flip like Logan did. So we're gonna flip positions here, we'll match reps on the other side. Nice work, Logan. Great work. Guys, the next exercise, all these are on the floor. We're gonna go to leg lifts, okay? This one also has a couple options with the hands, okay? Some people feel like they tuck them under their hips, it helps their lower back. Guys, if you're comfortable with that, if you're used to that, I guess that's okay, man. I really prefer either hands to your side, or the way I like to do is hands behind the head, okay? I like to engage those upper abs. So I think that's Logan, you're gonna do. I'm like, okay, yeah. So guys, what we're gonna demonstrate here, if you haven't tried this, give it a shot, okay? So hands behind the head, we're gonna roll the shoulder blades just slightly off the mat. Now what happens when you do that, guys, you're kind of like at the top of a crunch somewhat. You're gonna contract that core so those upper abs fire up. Then when you come up for your leg lift, guys, it kind of pins your lower back down a little bit, okay? The other thing we're gonna do is we're not gonna go all the way down the floor. And man, there's a lot of very fit people out there, a lot of videos out there, and a lot of people are doing these things where they're all the way to the floor coming up, and that's great for a lot of people, but man, if you're just trying to stay fit, you don't need to stretch that back that far. You don't need to put the pressure on your lower back, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the legs straight up, and if you watch Logan's shoulder blades are up, he's engaging that core big time. Now, as he lowers down, those lower abs are lengthening, okay? I'll say lower, the whole abs, but we're focusing on the lower abs. And then we're gonna squeeze up, and he can also bring those hips off the floor. So if you're able to do that, you really get those things to fire up, okay? So it's a slow, controlled movement, and he's bringing those hips up, again, if you can. If you can't get the hip, no problem, just do the leg lift. But I think this hand position, I think you'll like. So 15 to 20 of these, very challenging exercise, especially when you're intentional with your contraction and what you're trying to do here. Great job, man. Logan, that's super. So that's one time through. So what we have to do now, Logan, is tackle all those exercises one more time.
All right.
All right. Try to get these where they're a little easier for you.
Yeah.
For the reach. So we're circling back. We're back to our pullover crunch. Okay, around 15 or so of these. Nice job. And you should feel the back a little bit here, guys, with those pullovers. Okay, so think back and then squeeze the core. Nice job, nice job. Okay, back to low side plank and dips now. Now, if you look, Logan, you're stacking your feet this time. I like it. Little harder. You don't have as much balance when you do that. Okay, so Logan's making them maybe a little more challenging now by putting your feet right on top of each other. Nice job, Logan. Great job. Nice dip. Drive up. Perfect. All right, Logan. Nice. Leg lifts. Great job. And Lowe's did a great job too. I didn't mention this. Of guys, if you can get the air out of the abdominal cavity, he's exhaling as he comes up to contract. Okay, so exhale right, blow the air out, and it's a little easier to get that good contraction when that air is kind of out of there. Nice, Logan. And it's kind of general exhale and exertion. So that's the exertion portion as you come up with those legs. Look, you made it through. Hey guys, that was our warm up, our core engagement circuit. So we're gonna get rid of the mat. I don't think we need that for anything. And I'm gonna throw the next circuit. Now this is a work circuit, guys. This one kind of puts all these muscles we're trying to focus on together here. And it's a little bit longer. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 7 exercises, okay? And we're also going to run through this twice, okay? And we'll go fairly quickly, all right? So our first exercise, and this can be done with a chair also, okay? I think Lou's going to go down to the floor. You can do this from your knees on the floor. You can do traditional. Or if you have a difficult time on the floor, for whatever reason, wrist issues or whatever, you could use a chair and you could just do maybe a wide and you come in just a little bit and go back depending on the width of your chair. A bench is a little easier, but you can just do chair push-ups, okay? So we're gonna go wide close, so we're gonna try to hit the chest, and then also when you come in narrow, guys, you're hitting a little more triceps and then, a little more inner chest too, all right? So guys, look, around 10 is a pretty good number, and obviously if you do push-ups all the time, you can do more than that. If you're just starting, maybe it's 8, not 10, but that's a pretty good number. All right, so here we go.
So is it 10 each or 5
No,
each?
you know what? We'll just do 5. So
Five each.
we'll go wide and then we'll come narrow. And I think the easiest way to do this, Logan, especially with this space, is we'll go wide, we'll come in, go close, and then we'll just pivot out the other way.
Okay.
All right. So just 10 total push-ups here. All right. Great job, Logan. There we go. Good work. And it might be hard to tell in the video, okay, from the angle yet. Logan's keeping that sternum pretty much between the hands. It's not, a lot of people tend to bring the head between the hands. It's more like this, so your sternum is pretty much between the hands, not the head. All right. Next exercise, 1-arm rows. Okay, so guys, you could use 1 or 2 gallon jugs in each hand if that's enough weight for you. Now, we're going to use a little bit heavier weight, so we've chose the backpack for Logan. All right. And we got about 15 of these, okay? So the side you're loading, get that leg out of the way, all right? So Logan's got the weight in his right hand. He slides that right leg out of the way. Listen, we're not bending over super far because the backpack's kind of long, all right? But you're keeping that back straight, and he's driving with the elbow up, and he's crunching that back. So he's really trying to crunch the lat We'll get 15 of those. Nice job, Logan. And if you watch his hand, it's kind of coming towards the hip a little bit. So there's this sawing motion. It's not a drive to the shoulder. It's a drive to the hip, like you're sawing a log. Nice job, Logan. Good job. And guys, I could mention this, you could put your hand under your chair too, the chair or bench, okay? We're just using our leg. Great job, Logan. So we've done 2 exercises, and we've done a pretty good job hitting chest, triceps, and then back, okay? Which is what we're trying to do. This next exercise is a underhand front raise, okay? Now, when a lot of people think front raises, you're thinking, you know, that anterior deltoid, the front of the shoulder. You'll get a little of that, but we're going to really try to focus on the pecs with this. And to make it a little more isolated, we're going to sit down. So we're going to go to your chair, or possibly you could sit on the edge of a bench, okay, if you have a bench at home. And Logan's going to start out wide. Now, guys, the trick with this one is you want to converge. So you're going to come kind of close together and come about to your mouth, chin level. So he's going to come, and that's going to engage those pecs to contract. Okay, so we're going to come up, contract the pecs, come down, under control. All right. Nice, nice job. Can you feel those, Logan, a little bit? Great job. Hey guys, listen. With your legs, you may have to bring your legs close together. You know, it depends. You know what you're sitting on and where you're at, but you want to start out outside the hips, so you're a little bit wide, and end up close together. So just try to make sure those legs, you have a nice clear path. Logan, good?
Yeah.
All right, man. Cool, cool. Okay, hey, this next one. This next one's pretty cool. And I don't know that we've done this one. Listen, we do it on the floor. We're going to do like a Renegade Row. Although we're in a push-up. So we're going to do a push-up row, okay? And because we already did push-ups on the ground and we just did these seated, we're going to use a chair. So an incline push-up row. Are you ready for these, Logan?
Yeah, let's try it.
So here's what we got, guys. We're gonna put the chair. Please anchor your chair to something so it doesn't slide across the floor. Okay. So what Logan's gonna do? He's gonna set his gallon jug down, and you can use a dumbbell too, of course. Okay. So Logan's gonna set that down. He's gonna get in a push-up position or a plank position with the chair. And I'm gonna have him do those rows first, I guess, so we kind of get used to that. So he's gonna reach out with one hand, and he's gonna drive up and sit down, just like his one-arm rows. So we're really trying to squeeze that back. Then position your hands wider. Perfect, Logan. I don't even know why I'm here. Great job, Logan. That's it, man. Hey, guys, we're shooting for around 8, maybe 10 of these. All right, we'll see how it goes here. But really think about that back when you're rowing and chest as your push-up. And again, as you're doing these, guys, when you do the row, you'll be able to move your hand towards, if you're using a chair, towards the center of the chair a little bit, and then we'll switch, and then we'll just get a little. Nice job, Logan. Great work, man. Great work. Great job. Great job. Those are tough to look.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and look, you know what, Logan? You can stay. You can stay right here if you want to use the bench. Okay.
All right.
Hey guys, we have a. Listen, if you don't have a bench, it's a chair dip, okay, or a bench dip. We're gonna hit those triceps now. Okay. So, and you could use one or, you know, I didn't say 2 chairs in the intro, but if you want to pop your feet up, you could. You want to throw your feet up, you want to keep it down. Okay. So guys, we're going to use the double chair option here. Okay, so hopefully you have the chair handy if you need it. And listen, as you move your feet closer to your body, they get easier. So this is the exact opposite. So this makes it even more challenging. So as you straighten those legs out, it gets more and more challenging. So Logan's going to throw his heels up here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Too far away?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And now we're going to do the dips. And now basically you're fighting more of your body weight in this position than if your feet are tucked underneath you, okay? Because then the legs kind of help and you have the weight of your legs off a little bit. So this, you've got the whole weight of the legs and the upper body. Nice job. Somewhere 10, 15 maybe. Great job, great job. I'll get this out of your way, Logan. Nice work. Okay, next exercise is a bent over row. We kind of see this towards the end, because a lot of times your back is pretty strong. So the one arm rows, we can get a backpack going, but with both arms, a lot of times you're stronger. So we see this toward the end.
Yeah.
We could use the backpack too. We could use a gallon jug or two in each hand. But we talked about the broomstick. Guys, we're going to show how easy this is. So we're going to line up a few gallon jugs, and we're going to put the handles facing away from us. And we'll get 5 on here for Logan. And guys, you just take the handle side here, and it'll slide right through. Logan, you are set and ready. Around 15. And listen, guys, really be aware of your form here. So use your legs, get the weight up, and then really try to get a nice contraction every rep. Okay? So if you're used to going to the gym and used to using a little bit heavier weights, you may not be able to duplicate that here with the gallon jugs, but you can still get a great movement, get a great exercise, and really work on that back. Okay? So if you watch Logan's form, his knees are soft, back is straight, and he's driving those elbows up, so he's really working those lats. We went underhand. Guys, you can go overhand if you like that. The underhand I really like a lot. I get a little bit of contraction with the other hand. Great job. Great job. Okay. Logan, one more exercise.
All right.
Get through that one fairly quick.
Yeah.
So guys, we have an overhead tricep extension. And it just works great with those one-arm rows. So those weights are usually somewhat close. So Logan, we're going to grab this back. I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you. How about that?
Yeah.
So guys, Logan's going to take a seat. If you have a workout partner, they can help you get the weights up here. If not, you'll just have to swing them around a little bit. But we're here. So Logan's going to grab this. If you watch Logan's elbows, they're fairly tight. He's going to drive up, but his hands stay slightly behind him. And we're going to get, depending on your weight, 10 to 15, okay? Great job. When Logan gets to the top, if you watch this, guys, he comes to the top and he's trying to press to the ceiling with his hands. So it's not just kind of coming up and down. It's up, squeeze, and then down slow. I like that slow. I like that intentional contraction. Nice job. Got it. Nice job, Logan. Great job. I'm going to set this off to the side here. Okay, so that's one round through. Okay, so if you need a quick drink, don't want to take a long extended break here, get a drink, and then we're back to our push-ups wide and close. So remember, you can do traditional, drop down the knees if you need a little help, and you can do that midstream too, or you can use a chair. And sometimes, man, the second round feels better a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more fatigued, but man, everything's just warmed up, Here we go. Here we go. Guys, in the area of 10 reps here. Great job. Great job. All right. Guys, we're going to push muscles to break here. So we're going to go to our one-arm rows. Okay, so we're going to push to a pull. Logan, doing great, man. Getting through it. Remember all our form here, guys, so as you get tired, maintain your good form. Back is nice and straight. We're kind of pulling towards the hip and then slightly forward. So watch Logan, it's this. Nice, buddy. good news is you gotta sit down for a second.
All right.
So we've got the seated underhand front raise. Think pecs here again. Okay, guys, and converge them. So you're kind of almost like you're doing a fly. So you're coming up at the top and squeezing those pecs. Good job, Logan. Good. Up and squeeze. Excellent. Logan, I'll spin you a little bit so you're not so close to this pole, right? Yeah. So our next one, guys, we're back to those incline push-up rows, okay? And the incline is just the chair or bench, right? Make sure they're anchored so they don't slide. Good job. Good job, buddy. Doing great, buddy. Doing great. Round 8, guys. Great job, Logan. Great job. Nice work. Those are tough. All right. Yeah, Logan, have a seat, man. I'll get this out of your way. Is that okay here? Yeah. Back that up a little bit. Do you want to chair this time?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, man.
Let's do
it. Bring it over here. So, guys, the next one, we're already back to the chair dips, so or bench dips, if you want to call them that. So, really trying to emphasize those triceps. Again, as feet close to the body, they're easier. Logan's going to pop up on a chair, and if you watch Logan, his body is going to stay very tight to whatever he's pushing off of, whether it's a bench or a chair. His back is very close to that, so we can really emphasize those triceps. He comes up and squeezes those tris with each rep. Nice. Great job. Okay. And you can see how quick and easy it is to slide the weights on here. So I'm just going to put a few more on here. And then, guys, we have picked over rows. Logan, you're doing good, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Just a nice squeeze the back towards the hips. Great job. Last one, buddy.
Last one.
Overhead tri extension again. Look at all you, buddy. Here we go. Really squeeze. Relax, Logan. Got him. Great work. Set this off to the side. Whew. Man, you can sit right there, buddy. Hey, that was our body shape workout for today. So chest, back, triceps, a wide variety of movements, and I don't know. I think hopefully that challenged your body today. So I'm hoping Logan and I helped you kind of get to that routine today. Thanks for watching. This is Elite Fitness, bringing wellness to you.